Good afternoon, everybody. It is a Saturday afternoon. It's a lovely day in England, very, very warm. I'm wearing shorts. Yes, I am. Cool. So the video today is going to be a little bit about sales, particularly about building a rapport, pretty much setting yourself up for success, not about asking questions and closing a sale and all that sort of nitty-gritty sales stuff. It's just setting up for success and really giving yourself the best chances of succeeding in any sales or any environment where you have to build someone's trust. If you're not interested in this video and you want to see more about Amazon and kind of affiliates and stuff like that, tune in tomorrow. I'm going to do a quite big video tomorrow. Lots of stuff, a huge amount actually to go through tomorrow. And I'm going to be in London, so I've got a new toy to play with, this little gimbal thing, which is like really cool, so I can do all sorts of like cool shit on it. So I'm going to do loads of stuff on that tomorrow. So feel free to just not watch the video if you're not interested in this. That'd be cool. No problem with that whatsoever. So what I want to talk about is first impressions, using names, and then finally finding common ground. So firstly, first impressions. There's a Harvard study, communication study, that says your first impression you make in about 7 seconds. Other studies say differently, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, minute, whatever. The point is that it's very quick and you have a split second, a few moments to be able to make a first impression. And also only about 7 to 10% of that is verbal. It's not just about what you're saying, it's how you're saying it, but also your body language. So if you are going into an environment where you need to, let's put that back up again, where you need to be confident, a lot of people will go into that environment and they'll have closed body language. So they'll have their arms crossed, they'll be hunching over. And the impression that gives someone is that you're not confident, which means that they may not trust you as much and they may not listen to what you're saying and what you're selling. So it's important to be able to open up your body language and be able to become more confident. So there's a really quick and easy way that you can do this, which came from this book. Here we go, How to Win Friends and Influence People. I've spoke about this book before, and it's pretty cool. But in that book, you will find a study about how to do this. So if you were to go to the toilet or go somewhere quiet and literally open up your body language, and that means stand there with your arms out, smiling, and do that for a few seconds or 30 seconds, and the act of actually doing that will make you feel more confident. The act of doing it will make you feel more confident. Not feeling it will make you do it, it's doing it will make you feel it. So then when you go into your sales pitch or you go to meet new people, whatever it may be, you don't have to try and look like you're more confident, because you will be more confident. It will automatically come across in the way that you're sat and that you're talking. So that's the first thing. The second thing is about names. So I used to be very bad at learning people's names. They would say it, I would forget it straight away, and then the next time I've seen them, I wouldn't remember their name, and it's really awkward, and you can't be doing that, particularly in business. So there is another book I want to show you. Yeah, this one here, Darren Brown, Trick of the Mind. So this has got loads and loads and loads of cool tips on how your brain works and how to teach it to work in your favor, particularly with memory. So first time you meet someone, the first thing you want to do is repeat their name back to them. That is firstly to check that you've got it right and that you're pronouncing it correctly. Second thing you're going to do internally is think of someone else that you already know with that name. So if the guy is called Richard, then think of someone you already know called Richard and picture that person's face and or any distinguishing feature that person has. It's important you picture it. Then look at the person that you're speaking to and try and combine those two images. So if the Richard you already know has black glasses and brown hair, picture the new guy, new Richard, who may not have black glasses and brown hair, with those features. Your brain links the two images, and your brain works far better with images than words. So the next time you see new Richard, your brain will pick up on new Richard's face, it will think about old Richard, the name will come to you automatically, and then after a few times of meeting, you'll never need to do that again, it will just be that person's name. So that's how you do it. This also works for things like kids' names, or anyone's name really. So that's names. On the subject of names, then there's overuse and underuse of names. So a lot of salespeople are taught to use people's names. So they'll say, do you know what, Richard, I really think this product is going to work well for you because Richard, do you know what, you're a good guy, Richard. And that is just bullshit, it doesn't work, it sounds too salesy and it puts people off. But that's what people are taught to do. Instead, think about using a name just 3 times. Once at the beginning, so you make sure you have it right, you've learnt it. Once in the middle of your conversation, and don't force it, that's important. And lastly at the end, so that when you're finishing off the conversation, you can just pop in the name and then it will again be good for that person to hear and that they will remember it and they will remember you for remembering their name. Because, again, I think this is in this book again, that someone's coughing outside. Someone's outside! What was I saying? Yeah, I think it's in this book, where that your name is the sweetest thing in your ear. It's something you are brought up from a baby, you are listening to your own name, so when someone else says it, you subconsciously listen to that person, and you think, oh, yeah, that is my name. Thank you for learning my name. I'm gonna learn your name and listen to what you have to say. So names, massive and important, but do not overuse them. If you want to know more about these memory techniques, first of all, have a look at Darren Brown's book, look at some reviews. If you're particularly in school and you need to learn a lot of information for exams, then there's a whole bunch of memory techniques in there that you'll find massively useful. Leave a comment below, email me, Instagram, message me, whatever, and I can talk about that in more detail. The last thing you want to do, which is always important, is be humble. Have genuine interest. So let's say Richard, the guy that we're prospecting, we found out from his Facebook profile that he likes painting plates. Why not? You may have, first of all, not the biggest idea about painting plates or care about it at all, but you need to find some interest. So let's say you like painting, or you have bought some plates recently, or you know someone that paints plates, or whatever it may be, or you've seen a shop that does it. Talk about it and find interest in what this person finds very interesting. That will create some common ground and help you build the rapport, so then that when you actually have something to say that is important, that maybe is salesy, then he's going to listen, or she's going to listen, or they are going to listen to what you're saying, because they trust you and they believe you and they think you're a good person. So those are the 3 things. First impression, body language, make sure you get it right. Names, make sure you remember them and don't overuse them. And thirdly, be humble, be genuine, and just care about what that person's saying. So those are the 3 things really. That's going to be the end of the video. What are we doing, about 8 minutes, 9 minutes? If you have any feedback, let me know below. If you thought it was a good video and you want to see more of stuff like this, then I have a huge amount more content I am more than willing to share, so please just let me know. Tomorrow you're going to have a lovely Amazon update, loads of stuff happening, so please tune in for that. And of course, reach out to me on any of the social media platforms below with any comments, or if you want to know anything. And I want to play with this some more. Yeah! It's cool, isn't it? Anyway, see you guys later. Bye-bye.